What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Trey Songz. Trey Songz has been going through a bunch of different legal issues in regards to women and those women making claims against him. And there's one lawyer by the name of Ariel that has been representing most, if not all of them. Well, at least up until the situation with Chris Brown, because she withdrew from that once it was realized that that woman was lying. Now, there was a woman who was a witness that is now coming forward in a recent hearing and saying, hey, you know, Ariel approached me, that's the lawyer, smelling of weed and toting a weapon, offering me up to $200,000 to lie on Trey Songz and make it seem like he did what he's being accused of doing. I have a problem with that. You should never, as an attorney, if this is true, get to the point to where you have to do this in order to self-promote, because that's what it is. You know, I did my research, and to me, this seems like either a shakedown or a way to promote themselves. Because here you have this woman, Ariel, who did an interview with Tasha K earlier this year, when Trey Songz first made it known that there was some things going on, some tampering going on, right? And this was known in February of this year. So maybe Trey Songz had information that Ariel didn't know he had. And apparently the female who was supposedly a witness to Trey Songz doing something to another female has now said, you know what, I was bribed. Now, we don't know whether she took money. She probably did. I hope she did. Took money from Ariel in order to lie on Trey Songz. Listen, man, just like with the Chris Brown situation, when it was found out and exposed that it was a lie and he had receipts, and you know what's the interesting thing is that Ariel withdrew from that case with Chris Brown. She withdrew from that because she knew it was a loser. Okay, now either that woman had lied to her, or she really thought that the court of public opinion was going to matter more than the real actual courts. See, this is what we have to do as men, especially as black men. We have to cover our bases because everybody wants to destroy us. Everybody wants to destroy us. Everybody wants to take us down. I'm not saying that Trey Songz is perfect. He may have done things, but I'm speaking on this situation with this witness coming forward saying I was bribed. This so-called lawyer that was smelling of weed and toting weapons was trying to bribe me. That raises an eyebrow. It really does. And I think it needs, because pretty much every publication has spoken about this. So this is not just me making something out of nothing. Every news source has written about this, pretty much. And I'm going to get into one of them today in TMZ. I also have stuff from A Showbiz, Urban Owls, and also this in regards to Chris Brown. You know, he was accused. So let's get into this from TMZ. It says Trey Songz has an ally in his corner when it comes to claims of assault against him. A woman testified an attorney for Songz' alleged victim offered her up to $200,000 to change her story and make Trey the bad guy, a claim the attorney denies. If you haven't followed along, in the middle of Trey's in the middle of a assault lawsuit filed by a woman by the name of, I think it's Jahara Jeffries, who says he violated her at a 2017 New Year's Eve party in Miami. And that's the main one that Trey has been dealing with. It's another one as well. You know, he's had a rough go of it in regards to these situations. And again, I'm not saying that Trey Songz is perfect. I'm pretty sure he's made mistakes, but it seems to me that especially these black male entertainers, are easy targets. You see, people want to demonize black men so much that they will latch on to any allegation against black men. This is why you see so many of them frequently. You see so many of them frequently because we are easy targets in society. it's easy to go after us because everybody's going to believe it. And that is why I think we have to have due process. We need proof. We need evidence, not hearsay, not lies, not tampering. We need actual proof. And the thing that's going on now is that people don't care about that. People are like, well, he's a black man. He has money. We've heard stories. He did it. And it's like, that's not how it works, people. It's not how it works. You have to have proof. You have to have evidence that this man is out here taking box from women, right? We need proof of that. It's just hearsay. It's a bunch of people who will go on podcasts and put out stuff, or people who will go to this shade tree lawyer and put stuff out here that probably is not even true. So we really have to take the time to really get the facts before we go out here and point the finger at anybody. Because I guarantee you, if a woman was being accused of something, y'all would want it to go all the way as far as where Johnny Depp took it. You'd have to take a woman to court and find her liable in a situation before y'all actually believe she's guilty. We've obtained a transcript from a recent court hearing where a woman named Mariah Thielen testified she met Jeffrey's attorney Ariel Mitchell in April 2021 at a bar in Miami. And Thielen says Mitchell smelled like weed during the meeting and carried a weapon. Shade Tree lawyers. According to the transcript, Mariah, who was with Jeffries the night of Trey's alleged incident, says Mitchell offered to pay between $100,000 and $200,000 if she'd lie and say she witnessed Trey assault Jeffries, and claimed that Trey assaulted her too. Mitchell allegedly said that she was trying to paint Trey as the next R. Kelly. I told y'all, man, just find a black man who's in the same industry as R. Kelly, and you can paint him as anything you want to paint him as. This is how much of a target we are, and this is what stuff that we've had to deal with. And you got to understand, it reminds me of the situation. And again, it could be apples to oranges. It reminds me of what's going on in Atlanta with that female district attorney, prosecutor, whatnot, who was going after all these black rappers. And you don't hear a peep from the conscious pro-black section of social media who are pointing out this situation because there's a woman involved. It's the same here. You have this female attorney who clearly is not doing her job properly. She ended up stepping back from an accuser because that she realized that wasn't going to work, and people still believe that this woman has credibility. Still has credibility, and nobody calls it out because she's a female. She's a melanated female who people see as helping other women. That woman don't care nothing about other women. She cares about making a name for herself. That's what she cares about. She doesn't care about those women. She cares about those women. She try to get those women help. She seek treatment for them, and she would properly try to help them and guide them if what these women are saying is true. But to me, it doesn't seem like she's doing a whole lot of winning. The fact that this witness has now refuted and basically exposed her as a liar, it's not looking too good. Thielen says Mitchell's plan was to take her allegations to Trey's team in hopes of a monetary settlement. What I told y'all, man, it's an easy lick, man. That's what it's about. It's a lick, trying to get paid. Look at Deshaun Watson. Look at what he's going through. A bunch of heifers that's trying to get paid. That's what it is. Now, he apologized to them. Maybe that's all they were looking for. But in that situation, even though the court, basically said that we're not going to try this case twice, okay? We're not going to try this case, right? And there are still people making excuses for that. He paid those women off because he knew those women would not stop until they ruin his football career. And people will cite that as guilt. The fact that Trey, from what I have seen, has not paid those women off, they're using the same strategy of let's gather as many women as possible and let's pursue this case in hopes that he settles. And Trey Songz is not settling because Trey Songz doesn't care. Trey Songz knows that, you know, his career is where it is. You can't cancel him. In Deshaun Watson's case, he says, you know what? I'm going to pay y'all to go away. I'll deal with my suspension and I'm going to move on with my life, even though I don't feel like I'm guilty of anything, which is whatever. But in this situation, Trey Songz is not paying these women off. And I think that's why you're seeing all of these women gathering around this attorney, because they're looking to get paid. And her lies would help make that amount larger. Again, this according to the transcript. Mariah claims she turned the offer down, saying she wouldn't have lied for even $10 million, and reported the meeting to Trey's legal team a short time later. That is why Trey Songz brought that up. Trey Songz brought that up earlier this year because they tried to bribe her. They did. Oh, he had proof that they tried to bribe her. Mitchell denies the claims, telling us, "We're highly confident and certain that the court will find the witness committed perjury. Parties are still awaiting the judge's further instructions on how to proceed given the witness inconsistent testimony during the hearing." But why would she do that? Why would this woman meet you and then go back to Trey's team with a complete lie? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Why would she make something up just to go tell Trey? For what? And how are you going to prove she perjured herself? Do you have proof she perjured herself? Mitchell's partner, George, withdrew from the case, stating there was multiple grounds for withdrawal that exist under Florida rules for professional conduct, but Mitchell says that's only because he will be representing me against the parties involved in this disgraceful motion brought by Trey Songz and his representatives. Well, I think that Trey should do what he feels like he should. You know, you tried, Ariel, and you failed. And now your partner is going to have to defend you because you're probably in some trouble. Interestingly enough, both Ariel and George withdrew from a case where they represented a woman who accused Chris Brown of assault and sued him for $20 million. Both dropped out shortly after Chris posted a series of text messages and voicemails from the woman, making it seem as if they were friendly. Ariel told us she withdrew because she was not aware of the messages. Because you're not a good lawyer, Ariel. You're a horrible lawyer. You're not a good lawyer. And you failed in that Chris Brown case, and you're going to fail all those women that you are representing. That's why you didn't know. You knew that woman was lying, and you still defended her anyway. That's why you quickly and quietly withdrew from her legal team. I'm telling you right now, man, this is what's going on out here. That's why a lot of you black men got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. When we have money and success and fame and notoriety, we're gonna become targets whether we want to believe it or not. We're going to be targets. I'm not saying Trey Songz is perfect, but this case against him by this woman is looking very flimsy because you've already shown your incompetence once. And now with this new witness that you claim is lying, why would she be lying? That woman did not want to go to court and lie for you because she probably sees that you're a fraud. And when you are a woman and you're good at talking your way out of things, because let's be real, a lot of these women are so confident in themselves and their ability to talk themselves out of things, the court of public opinion, that they don't understand that people are waking up and people are not going to accept what you're saying just because you're a woman. Those days are over. Those days are over. No one cares that you claim that you're out here fighting for women. You're fighting for yourself. And that's why you're lawyering up, because you know you may end up getting sued. And if I was Trey Songz, I would pursue legal charges against you because you are a fraud and you're out here using these women to get a bag. That's what it looks like. It's looking bad out here. And the sad part is this woman is representing other women. And all those women, you know, Trey Songz the only money he gonna be spending is for lawyers. He ain't doing no settlements. He ain't paying off nobody. So let me start thinking in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.